girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. Real quick before we get started on this accidental Coach and Dooney and Bourke is a real or fake haul that I had this weekend. I want to mention a couple things. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit notifications so when new things come out, you get that. And then also, if you join my Facebook, Sarah Styles LLC group on Facebook, it's a contained group that I offer. All my inventory goes there first, so you get first dibs on it. You get special discounts. I do giveaways probably once a week-ish. And then this video is headed there to you get a significant discount. So make sure to follow me, subscribe, and join my group. Let's get started. I did an accidental haul this weekend. I wasn't planning on going sourcing at all, and our Easter baskets are hidden like way back in our storage under our stairs, and it takes like 2 hours to even get to. And so I was like, I'll just go to the Arc. It's 50% off day, and I will buy, some Easter baskets for 50 cents. And then my 13-year-old was like, I'm looking for a baseball bat, and the Arc will be cheaper, so can I go with you? And then my 4-year-old, of course, wanted to come, and so obviously not a great sourcing time. But as a reseller, I went in and I like to do what I call the perimeter. So I went to the Arc, which tends to have higher prices in our area. Even 50% off is sometimes a bit ridiculous. But the nice thing about going to a retail store and not to the bins is they do all of the sourcing, it's not the right word, vetting for you. So they have like a showcase at our Arcs. They have like a showcase where they put all of the nice bags and more expensive things. So they've already found those. A lot of times it will be priced really high that it's not, you can't resell it, but sometimes it's not. And on 50% off day, I often find things that I can totally resell, and I can go in there in 10 minutes and walk out. And that is totally what happened yesterday on my accidental sourcing trip. I went in there, I probably 15 minutes spent on sourcing, and then, 20 minutes or whatever with the kids. And I went in there, walked out with 3 bags of stuff. I'm not going to show you everything, but I found a lot of purses, and I found a lot of showcase purses, which means name brand, high-end, Dooney and Bourke, Coach. I think those are the main ones. And then I'm also going to take this opportunity to show you the difference, how to kind of tell a fake Coach, because I found one, and buying it at the store, I will just take it back. So, let's get started. I'm going to start real quick. I found just a couple items that were like hanging randomly on the end cap. Bathing suit season is big. And this label right here, can you see it? Yes, this label right here sells amazing, especially if it's really cute. So let me show you what this is. It's a bikini top. And look at this bottom. Can you guess what character this is? Let me find the bottom. There we go. It's a Belle bikini swimsuit. It is so cute, and I know it'll sell great. It is so cute. So I picked that up. It was kind of just hanging on an end cap. And then these Steve Madden Perfect Season. I'll clean them up a little bit, but they're in really great shape. Steve Madden wedges. So those are the only non-purse items I think that I got. And then, like I said, I found a bunch of Coach. So I got this one. And normally I'm not the biggest fan of the logo. I did pick this one up. It was a really good price. But then also because it's the perfect season for it, the color and the light pink, and I know it'll sell really quick. So, it has a zipper front. There's a little bit of like lipstick on the inside, but not a big deal. One of the things that I love about Coach, it is so easy to research and tell if it's real. So on the inside of the bag, it's going to have this little label. And these numbers down on the bottom, you can type that into the internet, look it up. If those numbers come up and they're the same number as the bag that you have, chances are it's probably real. And definitely quality. You can look at it and know, you can look. The stitching is all the same, really good stitching. The hardware has Coach on it. So that's one way to quickly tell, research, look it up and say, oh, can I make money off of this? So, that took me 30 seconds to figure out if it was worth buying or not. And then I also found, these are more the type of Coach bags that I like. This one's probably vintage, I think, if I remember. It does have a little, some scrapes and some wear. I might restore it. I might just sell it the way that it is. But another way you can tell on the inside, here it is. Right. So, and this has the numbers, and what's nice about this one, you'll notice the other one had an F in front of it, which means that it's from the outlet. This one does not have an F, which means that it is from the retail store, which means that it is a higher value. So even if a retail store, sometimes they make, I think it's like 80%. It's a large amount that Coach makes for the Coach outlets, and they only get sold at the Coach outlets. But then if it does not sell in the retail store, it gets sent to the Coach outlets, but most times they take the label out and they put an F on it. So even having that value without the F increases the value. And then you can feel it. It feels like real leather, but the stitching on this is all really nice. The wording on this, if you read it enough, you'll notice. This is a Coach bag. It was handcrafted. It all makes sense. So if that helps. And then they always have, I like this tag, but they'll always have like a tag on it. These are removable though, so sometimes when you resell, you will find a real one that doesn't have the tag anymore. So both of these bags, this one is probably retail $2.98, I would guess. It'll probably resell between like $40 and $80 would be my guess. I haven't looked into it too much. This one, because it is the full leather, those tend to go more. I'm pretty sure it's a vintage, so that changes the value because, 20 years ago it sold for different. But probably was originally, I would guess, like a $400 bag. It'll likely resell, I would guess, between $50 and $100. I'll have to research a bit more. And then, so funny story. I've mentioned my friend Modern Style Mel, also on Poshmark and has a YouTube channel. We have very similar tastes. Before we even knew each other, we'd been reselling, and I went to go look at her closet, and we actually have like one or maybe even two. No, we had one of the same item in our closet that we were selling, and then she was looking through my closet, and something that I was selling she actually bought to resell but kept for herself. So we have very similar tastes, and we were talking about how we both, when I first started reselling, I found a cross-carry vintage pebbled leather Dooney and Bourke bag. And I was super stoked, so I put it up, and I really loved it, but I was so excited to have it in my closet, so I sold it. And when it sold, I'm sure if you resell, you have those items that you're like kind of sad when they sell because you love them so much. So I said if I ever found another one, I was going to keep it for myself. So I was telling her this story, and she was like, oh my god, I am totally wanting a cross-carry pebble leather Dooney and Bourke purse, right? So pop into my quick accidental haul yesterday, and guess what I found? Not one, but two cross-carry pebbled leather Dooney and Bourke vintage purses. And then a really quick way, another reason I like Dooney and Bourke, I can do it quickly. On the inside of the bag, you will see this label, and then on the underside of it, you will see the serial number. That's an easy, quick way. You can also feel it, and you can tell if it's real leather. The stitching is impeccable. It's nap time. I don't know if you can hear my 2-year-old up there. We're getting ready for a nap, so I'm going to do this quick. But, so, 2 crossbody pebble leathers. I'm probably going to keep one of them. I will see if Modern Style Mel wants one, and if not, I'll post the other one. So, these are vintage, probably originally between $200 and $400. They resell, I'd say, between $50 and $75, depending on the exact one. So I'll have to research it. So then another one, this came up. It's really pretty, and it has the Coach, but if you want to look at it, oh, that's upside down, sorry. If you look at it, it says Sports Coach, which I'd never seen before. So that either means it's a fake, or that means it's really rare, right? And so like it's this mix. If it's really rare, that means it's worth a ton. If it's fake, that's a wash. But going to the retail store, I can buy it. I didn't have a lot of time to research in the store. I was like, it looks nice. It has, it has all of that on it. It feels really nice. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you this. On the inside, it's imprinted. So I picked it up. I said, if it's not it, I'll take it back. So then I got home and I did a little bit more research. And something that threw me off on this, it doesn't have the number in front of it, and it doesn't have a letter. So like, remember how I told you the F at the end? But then at the beginning, there's always a letter, and I've never seen it without one. So in doing some more research last night, I found out there was a rare time, I think in the 1996 Olympic Games, that Coach made bags that they were just numbers. So I was like, oh, it could be super rare, right? So then I do some more research, and I'm thinking that this one is probably fake. The Sports, so let me see. It doesn't say where it's made, which I think could be a big thing. Definitely if it's made in Korea, it's a fake. And then the Sports Coach, the more that I was researching, it sounds like it was a label that was made to look like Coach, which they did a good job because I bought it. So this one I think is going to be a dud, and I'm going to take it back. But that's some ways that you can try and figure it out for yourself. And then this is my last find. It is a Coach briefcase. Okay, so something when I'm doing sourcing quickly, the bigger, usually the more that it sells for. That's not always the case, but this is big. It's real leather. It's Coach. It's probably going to sell. If I don't have time to research it, it probably is going to sell for a lot more because it's bigger. So then I got home. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see that. I'll try and put a picture up. It says LC Coach on it, and then it has a number. It's 05A05, and I'd never seen that before either. So again, like the other one, it can mean super rare, or just like they did like a special edition or something, or it means that it's a fake. So I've been doing some research. There is one that's sold on eBay, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And then there's also one for sale on eBay, makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. But I'm still not 100% sure on that one, whether it's real or fake. So if you know more about Coach bags and authenticity, and if it's real, then comment below and let me know. If not, I will probably do a bit more research before I decide if I'm going to post it or not. So thanks for joining my quick haul. I hope you have a wonderful day. A couple things to remember. Follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, Sarah Styles LLC. And then if you join my Facebook VIP group, this video is going right over to my group, and you get first dibs on all of this inventory at 40% off. So definitely ask to join my group. The picture says VIP bitches on it, and it's a group, not a page, because it's contained. It's not open to the public. And then if you are local, I am having my sip and shop next week, so definitely make sure to send me a PM to get the address. and to go through Poshmark and like what you want so that you have, I can't have all my inventory available. It's just too much. I don't have the space for that. So if there is something that you want to try on or look at, make sure to like it and let me know your closet name so I can make sure to have it pulled. And then also for local people, in 2 weeks, I am doing a clothing swap, which just means that you bring all of your old clothes. I'm going to bring some of my old clothes, my kids' old clothes. We all put it in the middle. You take what you bring what you don't want, and you leave with what you do want. So it's another great way. It's all completely free. I do provide beverages and light snacks. It's all completely free, and it's a good way to help with the environment and save some money. You give someone else things that you don't want, and you take something that you do want. So have a good day.